Since Selena Gomez just had one of the most significant days of her life, I genuinely don't know where to begin. She married Benny Blanco in a lavish private ceremony attended by many famous people. The guest list was full of celebrities, and the photographs that were released looked breathtaking. Everyone on the internet joined in her celebration. Then there is Justin Bieber, though he chose to post on Instagram that same day rather than remain out of the spotlight. He casually mentioned that he was considering chopping off his beard while posting selfies of himself sporting one. Then, without warning, he posted a random basketball picture with the romantic music I Do playing in the background. It's safe to assume that the internet went crazy. His comment section became viral. Selena's wedding pictures were shared by fans, who made light of him by saying things like, "You lost her. She's never coming back," and even joked that he was experiencing each of the 5 phases of sorrow. Finally, his mother posted, "Pray for Justin," without providing an explanation. So, the main query that everyone is posing is, did Justin really lose it during Selena's wedding? Or are individuals making unfounded connections and overanalyzing the situation? Depending on who you ask, he might be sending Selena a covert message, "Be absolutely okay," or be spiraling out of control. To be honest, this is a complex scenario. This feels much more serious because of Justin's past, old receipts, fan speculations, and wedding turmoil. Let's begin with the positive news. Selena Gomez has had the wedding of her dreams. After dating Benny Blanco for nearly 2 years, they married in Santa Barbara, California. Additionally, this wasn't your typical wedding. Hollywood-style security was at an all-time high. The lodgings were assigned to the guests. Even A-list celebs were unaware of the precise location until they entered the blacked-out SUVs that took them there. Tents and tarps were erected to keep helicopters and photographers away from the ceremony, which took place on a cliff with a view of the ocean. It was still glitzy, safe, and private. Selena donned a special Ralph Lauren gown, and Benny was also styled by Ralph Lauren. Together, they looked stunning. The list of guests was enormous. Paris Hilton, Ed Sheeran, Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, and ring-bearer Martin Short were all present. Although it was never verified, there were even whispers that Demi Lovato may attend. You would expect that Selena and Benny would be the main focus with all that secrecy. They had a special day today. However, everything changed after Justin posted. It was the same day that Selena said, "I do." With the simple message, "Thinking about shaving," Justin posted a few informal selfies of himself sporting a beard. Just beard talk, nothing spectacular or enigmatic. On the internet, however, timing is crucial. When he posted it, turmoil erupted in the comments as soon as people discovered it. Selena's wedding pictures were bombarded by fans, who also made fun of him by telling him to read the room and saying things like "you lost gold." What he actually posted didn't even matter to anyone. There was a reaction just because it happened on that day. The problem is this: it would most likely have gone unnoticed if he had delayed even a day. However, others thought it was a poor decision when he shared it while Selena was actually strolling down the aisle. The post that truly made a big splash then appeared. Justin posted a basketball picture with the song I Do playing in the background. Indeed, Selena used that same sentence to address Benny that day. The song's lyrics discuss choosing someone, never letting them go, and never loving them more. It's a wedding song, literally. Instagram and Twitter, of course, went bananas. When Selena was saying I do to someone else on the same day that Justin posted I do, fans noticed right away and thought it was crazy. Some referred to it as cryptic. Some claimed it was painful to watch, while others claimed it was a tip. Naturally, there were also some who defended him, pointing out that Justin frequently shares music online and that this might not have had any significance. But let's face it, if you've been well known since you were 13, you know precisely how people will interpret your posts, particularly if they take place around your ex's wedding. The responses were strong. His comments were constantly inundated with memes, Selena's wedding photos, and troll jokes such as "She's gone forever. Brother, the second phase of grieving has begun." Some even compared things, saying things like, "I do, Benny, Justin, I do, too," trivializing the circumstance. Defenders, however, countered that Justin is married, has a child, and frequently posts on Instagram. They contended that it would be unjust to presume that everything he says is about Selena. Then there were the fans who were actually worried. They advised him to log off and tend to his own needs. Many responses virtually begged him to slow down and concentrate on his own life, indicating that they were concerned about how he could be feeling. At the same time, there was a mixture of mockery, worry, and conjecture. It's incredible how a single day can become such a significant online event. In many respects, Selena's wedding remained the happy, private occasion that it was intended to be. However, supporters were unable to maintain composure due to Justin's past with Selena and the timing of his posts. Everything was instantly viewed through the prism of their previous relationship, including the basketball post with I do and the selfies. Nothing goes ignored on social media, especially when it comes to someone as well known as Justin Bieber. There are many who contend that this is simply the nature of the internet. Fans react when celebrities post, and the reactions get out of hand. Others interpret it as evidence that Justin is still coping with emotions, whether intentionally or unintentionally. There is also the middle position, where supporters believe it is all a coincidence. In any case, this was one of the most talked about incidents in recent celebrity news due to the timing, the song's lyrics, and his past relationship with Selena. Ultimately, Selena and Benny Blanco had the wedding of their dreams, complete with Hollywood glitz, famous guests, and strict security. She will always remember that time with her loved ones. Meanwhile, nobody was able to ignore the social media tempest that Justin's tweet created. It's evident that his timing, the music he chose, and his past relationship with Selena combined to produce a perfect storm of fan comments, trolls, memes, and heated online debate. Regardless of whether he meant to send a message or simply uploaded without giving it any thought, it serves as a reminder of how intently fans follow celebrities' every move, particularly when it involves past relationships. Even the most straightforward articles have the potential to become enormous moments that are endlessly discussed and argued. In this instance, the internet craze surrounding Justin Bieber, his posts, and how people interpreted them took center stage on Selena and Benny's wedding day, in addition to their love. The reason Justin's mother requested everyone to pray for him now becomes apparent. Regardless of your point of view, his Instagram had gone viral. The focus keeps shifting back to Justin, rather than remaining on Selena and Benny's wedding. To be honest, it's simple to understand why this resonated so strongly. The history of Justin and Selena is among the most well-known celebrity tales ever. Between 2011 and 2018, they had intermittent relationships. For over 7 years, there have been incessant headlines, paparazzi pictures, splits, reconciliations, shade on Instagram, songs about one another, and never-ending fan arguments. A whole era of celebrity rumors was influenced by their connection. Furthermore, the drama persisted long after their permanent separation. There were speculations that Justin had contacted Selena several times on his wedding day in 2019, when he married Hailey Baldwin. Fans immediately remembered Selena's song Ring, which even alluded to this. People were therefore prepared to question every action Justin took by the time Selena herself eventually got married years later. Every little detail was scrutinized as though it had a hidden meaning as soon as he wrote anything that day. And that's actually the challenging aspect. Justin can't appear to prevail. People assume that he is sulking if he doesn't post. It's assumed that he posts about Selena if he does at all. When fans discovered that Selena and Benny had engaged the same wedding planner that Justin and Hailey had used in 2019, things became even more complex. Mindy Weiss. People immediately began formulating theories. Selena was allegedly fascinated. Some claimed she was imitating Hailey and Justin. Additionally, some people felt that using the same planner was odd. In actuality, though, one of Hollywood's preferred wedding coordinators is Mindy Weiss. She has collaborated with Travis Barker, Demi Lovato, Diana Ross, the Kardashians, and Serena Williams. She is the one to call if you want a high-profile, million-dollar wedding. It wasn't unusual, really. However, nothing in Selena Justin's past is never merely a coincidence for her fans. Even the wedding date generated conjecture. In September, the same month that Justin and Hailey exchanged vows, Selena got married. According to some, Selena got married. According to some, Selena purposefully chose September, seemingly to take the month back for herself. Others contended that it was simply a matter of scheduling, particularly because Taylor Swift's album is scheduled for release in early October. No information about Selena and Justin, however, appears too minor to be turned into a conspiracy theory. The problem is that, if you follow Justin on Instagram, you won't notice anything out of the ordinary in his postings from that weekend. He regularly posts strange musings, basketball photos, selfies, and Bible quotations. He has always been active on the internet. His posts on Selena's wedding day appeared to some ardent followers to be identical to his regular stream. However, it appeared to onlookers that he was having difficulties, which is where perception enters the picture. People will scrutinize nearly everything you do when you're this well known, particularly if there's a possibility it could be connected to a previous relationship, like his with Selena. The same weekend, Patty Mallet, Justin's mother, added to the conjecture by posting a mysterious message on Instagram that read, "Pray for Justin." She provided no information or justification, but the timing raised questions. Did it have anything to do with Selena's wedding? Some admirers thought he was having emotional difficulties. Others claimed that people were merely connecting dots where none existed and that it most likely had nothing to do with her. In any case, it sparked much more internet debate. Naturally, Hailey Bieber remained largely silent throughout this time. After sharing a few road trip vibes and an early morning post about her skincare company, she vanished from social media for the remainder of the weekend. And, to be honest, it makes sense. People would have destroyed it if she had shared anything, even something wholly unrelated. Comments like "she's stressed" could have been triggered by a selfie. She's aware that Justin is still in love with Selena. Whatever she accomplished, the conversation would always return to what many refer to as Jelena, her shared history with Justin and Selena. Therefore, the best course of action was probably to sit it out. However, it still begs the question of what she thought when Justin shared the song I Do during Selena's vows. No matter how certain you are of your partnership, that would cause someone to take notice. And the commotion wasn't limited to supporters. The media went right in. On the internet, headlines like Justin Bieber trolled for cryptic post about marriage, or I Do by Selena hint at a significant shift. Whether he intended to or not, news outlets presented it as Justin's direct response to Selena's wedding. Many casual followers accept it as fact once the mainstream media picks it up. The story was suddenly set. When Selena got married, Justin Bieber broke down. And that's how celebrity society operates. Overnight, one minor incident becomes worldwide news. Ultimately, this story is about more than just Justin's Instagram posts or Selena's wedding. It has to do with how deeply people still care about a relationship that ended years ago. Even if Justin didn't actually have a breakdown on the internet, the possibility that he might have caused days of excitement on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It demonstrates how enduring the interest in Yacht, the moniker Selena and Justin's fans gave them, is, even years after their split. What do you think? Then, was it all a coincidence? Or was Justin's response to Selena's wedding genuine? Is the internet simply fixated on bringing him back into her life, or does he privately regret how things ended? In any case, it's evident that this past weekend served as a reminder of how influential, long-standing celebrity connections are in influencing social media drama. That concludes today's video, though. To ensure you don't miss the next upload, make sure to turn on the notification bell and subscribe to LoafTube for more celebrity updates.